Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. On first down, here comes this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. Pressure coming. Quickly complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Marshall back at it with another first and 10. He wants to throw. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Marshall! And they strike first. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple at second and 8. Running back searching for a hole. At the 15, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down.
What a big play backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
On the move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
What are you guys doing? Are you kidding me? What are you doing?
Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The toss to the outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it, it's so easy to roll him out.
Can anyone catch him? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Hicks. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. A third and long coming up here. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the best completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead from the line.
Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking for space. It's Payne. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets to the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Let's go. It's reverse. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's still 3rd and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have... The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll? Looking for a huge play. Makes a
coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Back to pass. It's Hicks. He's got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him.
And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Smashes ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Hicks. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll run for it on 4th down.
Bro.
The offense set for a first down play. Some misdirection with the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Hicks. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman, because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run and not worrying about the pass as much.
On the run, it's Payne. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll try to get outside.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Makes his connection. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing pass. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Buys a little extra time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead, but you can also see...
Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing to run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give as they work on that clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Oh, it's a reverse. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for space to the left. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talk about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.